Ever wondered how an MRI works? How does it create such clear pictures of the inside of your body? MRI, or magnetic resonance imaging, is a fascinating blend of science and technology that has revolutionized our understanding of the human body. It's like having a superpower to see through skin and bones, revealing the mysteries that lie beneath. Intrigued yet? Imagine knowing more about this unseen world. Well, prepare to be amazed as we dive into the unseen world of MRI. The first cool thing about MRI is its use of powerful magnets. But what does that actually mean? Well, let's dive into the fascinating world of magnetism to find out. You see, magnets are a fundamental part of an MRI machine. They're not there just for the fun of it. They play a crucial role in how this incredible technology works. So, how do they do it? Well, it all starts with the water molecules in your body. Yes, you heard that right. Water molecules. Our bodies are made up of nearly 60% water, and each water molecule is like a tiny magnet. Now, under normal circumstances, these molecules are all spinning around in different directions. They're having a great old time, not really caring where they're pointed. But when you slide into an MRI machine, things get a little more orderly. The powerful magnet in the MRI machine snaps all those water molecules into line. They all start spinning in the same direction, like a group of soldiers standing at attention. But that's just the beginning. Once all the water molecules are lined up, the MRI machine sends a radio wave through your body. This flips some of the water molecules, causing them to spin in a different direction. When the radio wave is turned off, the flipped molecules flip back to their original position. As they flip back, they emit a signal. And here's where the magic happens. The MRI machine picks up that signal and uses it to create an image. It's a bit like painting with radio waves and water molecules. So, you see, the power of magnets is central to the operation of an MRI machine. They're what make it possible to create those incredibly detailed images of the inside of your body without having to make a single cut. So the next time you're magnetized by an MRI, remember it's all thanks to the power of magnets. The second cool thing about MRI is its ability to reveal the invisible. Now you might be thinking, what do you mean by invisible? And that's a fair question. The invisible we're talking about here isn't some sort of magic trick or hidden world. It's something much more practical and yet just as fascinating. We're talking about the structures within your body that are typically hidden from view. When we speak of the invisible, we're referring to soft tissues, blood vessels, and other such structures that are not easily visible on X-rays. You see, X-rays are great for visualizing hard tissues like bones, but they struggle when it comes to the softer, more delicate tissues. This is where MRI truly shines. Imagine you're a doctor, trying to diagnose a patient's condition. You suspect there's something wrong with their heart, but an X-ray doesn't show anything unusual. That's because X-rays are not adept at capturing images of the heart's soft tissues or the blood vessels supplying it. But with an MRI, you can see these structures in stunning detail. MRI scans use a magnetic field and radio waves to create detailed images of the inside of your body. This allows doctors to see your organs and tissues more clearly than with other imaging techniques. MRI can visualize the intricate web of blood vessels, the delicate folds of brain tissue, and the complex structures of the heart. It can even help doctors detect diseases and conditions that might otherwise go unnoticed. This is the beauty of MRI. It doesn't just reveal the invisible, it brings it to life. It paints a vivid picture of our internal structures, allowing doctors to see what's really going on inside our bodies. It's like having a superpower, the ability to see through skin and bone, to understand the body in a way that was once thought impossible. MRI, in essence, gives doctors the superpower of seeing through your body. The third cool thing about MRI is the symphony of sounds it generates. Now, have you ever wondered why an MRI machine sounds like an orchestra tuning up? Well, let's dive into the fascinating world of MRI acoustics. You see, the MRI machine isn't just a silent, static hunk of metal, it's alive with activity. At its heart are the gradient coils. These coils are the musicians of the MRI machine, playing a crucial role in creating the images we need. They create magnetic fields that vary in strength and direction, allowing the machine to scan different parts of the body. Now, you might be thinking, that's all well and good, but what does this have to do with the noise? Well, when these gradient coils are powered up, they vibrate, and these vibrations create sound. It's a bit like plucking a guitar string. The more power you put in, the louder the sound. But the symphony doesn't stop there. You have the radio frequency pulses, the conductors of our orchestra. When these pulses are sent down into the body, they excite the atoms, causing them to emit a signal. This signal is then received and turned into an image. And these pulses, they create sound too. The combination of these sounds from the gradient coils and radio frequency pulses is what gives the MRI machine its unique soundtrack. From low hums to high-pitched whines, it's a symphony like no other. And while it might not be music to everyone's ears, remember, each sound is a note in the melody of medical discovery. So the next time you hear the MRI machine singing, you'll know it's all part of the process. It's the sound of science in action, the sound of life being explored, and the sound of a symphony that is, in its own way, truly beautiful. The fourth cool thing about MRI is that it doesn't use harmful radiation. Now this is a major advantage over many other imaging techniques. Let's delve into why this is so important. You see, many imaging techniques like X-rays and CT scans use ionizing radiation. This type of radiation is powerful enough to remove tightly bound electrons from atoms, which can damage cells and lead to cancer over time. While the risk from a single scan is generally low, repeated exposure can add up, especially for individuals who need frequent medical imaging. Now here's where the magic of MRI comes into play. MRI, or magnetic resonance imaging, uses a different approach. Instead of ionizing radiation, it uses a strong magnetic field and radio waves to create detailed images. This means that there's no risk of radiation exposure. But does this mean MRI is completely risk-free? Well, not exactly. Although MRI doesn't use harmful radiation, it does use a strong magnetic field. This can pose risks for people with certain types of medical implants like pacemakers or cochlear implants. That's why before an MRI scan, your doctor will ask about any implants or metal in your body. And while the loud noise produced by the MRI machine can be a bit unnerving, it's not harmful. It's just the sound of science in action. You may be provided with earplugs or headphones to make the experience more comfortable. So the takeaway here is that while no imaging technique is completely without risks, MRI has a significant advantage when it comes to radiation exposure. It's a powerful tool that allows doctors to see inside your body in great detail without the risks associated with ionizing radiation. So next time you're faced with the choice between an MRI and another type of scan, remember this: MRI not only gives clear images but also keeps you safe from radiation risks. The fifth and final cool thing about MRI is its future potential. As we speak, scientists and engineers worldwide are working tirelessly to advance this remarkable technology, and the future certainly looks bright. In terms of speed, we're looking at a future where MRI scans will be faster than ever before. Imagine a world where a full-body scan takes mere minutes, not hours. This isn't just about convenience, it's about saving lives. The faster we can diagnose, the faster we can treat. When it comes to precision, advancements are equally impressive. The resolution of MRI scans is set to increase dramatically, allowing doctors to see our bodies in unprecedented detail. This means they can spot even the smallest abnormalities, potentially catching diseases in their earliest stages. But perhaps the most exciting area of development is in new applications of MRI technology. We've already seen MRI used in innovative ways, such as mapping brain activity or guiding surgeons during operations. In the future, we could see MRI used in even more groundbreaking ways. For instance, researchers are exploring the use of MRI to monitor the effectiveness of drug treatments in real time, or even to direct targeted therapies to specific areas of the body. With its ever-evolving technology, who knows what the future holds for MRI? So, we've uncovered the 5 cool things about MRI. We've journeyed through the magnetic force that powers it, seen how it reveals the unseen within our bodies, and listened to its unique symphony of sounds. We've also touched on the reassuring fact that it operates without radiation risks. Finally, we've peeked into the promising future of MRI technology. Next time you encounter an MRI, remember these cool facts and appreciate this marvel of science even more.